This is the first in a short series of photos that I'll be posting that I took in Rocky Mountain National Park, or I guess around that area when my wife and I and our kids were up there this summer with some friends and some family too. It's kind of a two-part trip. This is Emerald Lake. It's at the top of, okay, I'm going to get this wrong, Bear Lake Trail, I think, in Rocky Mountain National Park. And it was my first time ever, like, in the Rockies. I've flown over the Rocky Mountains and I've stopped in Denver a couple times, but I've never really been in the Rockies. And we spent 5 days kind of in the Rockies, like in Rocky Mountain National Park, and then a couple days in Denver. And I'll be posting a few pictures from the Rocky Mountains and then one more after that, just kind of from around the Denver area. And I mean, there's so many things that you could say about that whole experience. I really want to focus on this particular photo, though, not just like go on a tangent about how beautiful it was up there. This is Emerald Lake. It's at the top of Bear Lake Trail. And I wanted to get a wide angle lens for this trip. I didn't, but I was close to. But I thought, I got my Fuji X100F. That's a 35 millimeter equivalent. I've got, which is the widest angle lens that I have. And I've got some other lenses like my 50. I brought my 70-200 f2.8. And we get to the top of this trail. It was like an hour and a half long hike with all of us and all the little kids and everything. And all I brought with me, actually, no, I did. I brought my D500 and my 70-200 just in case I don't know, saw like a bear or deer or something. But we get to the top of this trail, and honest to goodness, this photo here, the only reason I was able to take it is because I had my iPhone with me. And not only that, but I had to take it in panoramic mode, which sounds like really cheesy to do. In fact, I'm not even sure it's an even horizon on this. If you look at the lake, like right where the lake meets the slope, I don't know if it's like actually kind of curvy or if I just messed up on the panoramic, but I didn't have a lot of time to take this. There was people all around me, right behind me. It's just like tons of people. There were kids. There was actually rain clouds moving in. I just needed a wide shot of this mountain here. And my iPhone in panoramic mode was the only way I could find to do it. I took a couple different ones, and there's a person in one, and there's like the horizon's really messed up in another, and this is the best of the bunch. And I'm pretty happy with it. I think if you really look at the details, it might start to fall apart a little bit, but overall, like this turned out pretty well, all things considered. I held my phone upside down to get it really close to the water and just did like you always do with an iPhone panoramic. Like you just kind of rotate the phone and follow that little line that comes up when you put it in panoramic mode. I don't know what the field of view equivalent is on this photo if it were to be taken with like an actual wide angle lens. Maybe like a 25 millimeter lens. I don't know. The iPhone and most mobile phones are about like a 28 mil lens. A lot of mobile phones now have a wide angle lens on them. Mine doesn't, so I had to do this. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I think this is the first time in all of Weekly 50 that I posted an iPhone photo taken in panoramic mode. But you know what? It works. You could nitpick the details, but honestly, at the end of the day, when I see this photo, I think of the time that we spent on this day, and I have this cool memory of the hike and the mountains and everything else, and that's really what it's all about. So it was a fun trip to take. It was a fun hike to take, and I hope that this captures kind of a small sliver of the beauty of this particular scene.